This is the Tesla one-month overview reading for the month of June 2024. It's currently May 23rd, 2024, 2:33 a.m. Eastern Time. Tesla at the time of this reading, $180.11, that's USD. And the shuffle video for the June reading was created on May 2nd, 2024 at 9:53 p.m. Eastern Time. That's the video playing in the lower left corner. The overall theme of behavior for Tesla in June, we have an important support level on a one-year chart scale minimum that's highlighted here. It's crossed with the Princess of Discs, indicating a lot of price change surrounding an important support level. Behavior on the high side, we have a decline to and through support to meet another support out of the high. When we meet that second support, we rotate sideways. Behavior around the lowest low looks like we have a pop and drop, and also the high and lower within close time proximity to each other. When you see a pop and drop in the low position, usually indicates two lows, but we'll see how that goes. Before I go any further and get into the day-by-day chart behavior, as well as timing the highs, the lows, and the best trade opportunities, I just want to make sure you're aware. The whole purpose of the channel is to transmute some of the competitive energy of the stock market into goodwill. We do that by following the rule of karma for the channel. You go to the resources tab of our website, Tarot for Traders, and 5% of the profits from every profitable trade utilizing this information should be donated forward to one of these charities, or pick a charity of your choosing as long as you're paying 5% forward, and then 5% should be sent back to the channel through one of these links. If you're international, you can use Wise or you can use YouTube tips, and that leaves you at 90%. Make sure to spend that 90% out of love. As long as you follow those rules, you follow the rule of karma for the channel, the universe considers you an angel investor. It's going to send it back to you tenfold for following through. Blessings to all my angel investors. Let's get back into it. All right, so it looks like over the weekend there's probably a bit of a drop, but we have a crest on the 3rd that we sell off from down to and through support, and then we do a U-shaped reversal, come back and use that price level as support. Decline on the 4th offers opportunity. Likely there's a rally towards the end of the day on the 4th or overnight into the 5th. On the 5th, we decline to and through support to meet another support. We rotate sideways along that support and then break down through more supports into a lowest low on the cusp of the 5th, 6th. That's the lowest low thus far. Probably the 4th was the lowest low thus far as well. And now the 6th, the cusp of the 5th, 6th is the lowest low as well. There's a near overbought crest that we sell off from on the 6th through multiple support levels. And then we have price swings on the 7th, most likely an important support level on a multi-day scale highlighted there as well. A lot of price change and most likely a lowest low in there on the 7th. Notable move to the upside on the 10th, a sideways fluctuating rally that precedes a decline. And we have another lowest low there at the end of the day on the 11th after a peak that we sell off from pretty notably. Gap up overnight. On the 12th, there's a cash out opportunity. I'll talk about it in more detail on the paid version, and we're bound by the upper end of a range there on a multi-day scale there on the 12th. Notable decline through multiple support levels on the 13th. A lot of price change there between the 12th and the 13th. And some strong cross-reading congruencies indicating lowest low for the month there. On the 4th, we have sideways fluidity, equal amounts of bulls and bears, inflow and outflow. On the 17th, we have an important support level highlighted. This is probably one of the most important days of the month. An important support level highlighted and a lot of price change there. We have a high and a low within close time proximity to each other there. So a lot of price change. Probably it's a low there based on the correlation in orange and yellow to an important support level. And then we probably rally pretty notably into the 18th. That rally into the 18th, peak and highest high thus far at the end of the day on the 18th, followed by a full retracement over the holiday into the 20th. On the 20th, we have a failed attempt to break through a previously established support. On the 20th, we have a failed attempt to break through a previously established resistance level, followed by a decline through key support. And then that decline continues on the 21st, increasing with momentum moving forward in time, taking us into a lowest low. That's actually probably our lowest low for the month right there on the 21st. A lot of price change indicated by that Herkimer diamond. Before we go any further, let's take a look at April and see how we did. So we had a highest high on the 8th, or I should say a highest high thus far on the 8th, and it looks like we nailed that pretty well. We also had a lowest low thus far on the 3rd. Well, on the 2nd, on the 3rd, and it looks like on the 5th. Pretty high, pretty on point here with the high. I mean, it was for the 9th, we had it for the 8th, but pretty solid, pretty close. And then we go into a notable decline. This death card on the 12th is the beginning of a pretty notable decline. We had some questions here about whether or not we'd see a lowest low. We weren't quite sure about that there, but what we ended up having is a lowest low thus far on the 15th. Pretty significant decline there, and there was also a trade opportunity with that tower off of a peak, a significant decline. That would have been a notable trade opportunity. Valor card here on the 16th. More decline on the 17th, more decline on the 18th. And then off here on the 19th, I had a big move to the upside on the 19th, didn't take place there. I should have seen the 22nd as a low, because it's definitely showing up here. I just didn't read it that way, unfortunately. And then we had this big move to the upside. Wasn't quite a highest high on the 24th, but it was a pretty notable high after reaching those lows. And then an even higher one the following day, with the highest high I had for the 30th. Looks like I was off by a day on that highest high. I made quite a bit of money here with this opening up some call options here on the 22nd, and I closed them here, knowing that I'd probably go higher, but I didn't want to risk it. Pretty decent. I pretty much doubled my money overnight with that trade. Anybody that was following along on these trades did pretty nicely in April as well. So on the 8th, I would have opened up a short position. It would have been a little early, so I would have added to the short position there on the 9th, and then I would have looked to close the short position either on the 12th, or if I wanted to, if I had, as advised, if you have stronger risk tolerance, wait until the 15th. That would have been super profitable. If you had even more risk tolerance, you might have waited until the 19th, but probably not. And then on the 19th, I would have opened up a long position. When we opened lower on the 22nd, I probably would have added to that. I think I did, actually. I added to it, and then I closed the position here on the 25th. Pretty solid, guys. Yeah, I mean, this was a very profitable reading. So If you're interested in the paid version, it's a really great way to support the channel. What you get in the paid version is information you won't find anywhere else, as far as highest highs, lowest lows, what type of chart behavior to look for as far as entry and exit into and out of the general timing of those highs and lows, and then price level information whenever we're able to extrapolate that as well. All of that in the paid version, well ahead of the market. We're running roughly a 95% accuracy right now, guys, 95% accuracy. So with that said, you get the paid version here under hover over our services on our website, tarotfortraders.com, click on As a Meta Post, scroll down the monthly subscription, click here to order. You can subscribe to just Google or any of these stickers individually, or you can subscribe and get the paid version of all of them for the all paid monthlies of predictions. It also gives you access to the one-offs when people order custom monthlies. You get access to those as well, and there's usually at least a couple of customs every month. So thank you to everybody that goes ahead and does that. Really great way, again, to support the channel and show your appreciation, and you guys are really the core foundation of support for the channel. Not to mention it's also the most popular subscription on the channel. All right, guys, let's get back into it. So on the 24th, hard to say if we open higher or lower, but there's a notable rally on the 24th offering trade opportunity I'm going to talk about in more detail in the paid version. Likely a highest high there on the 25th or the 26th, or maybe both. On the 25th, we likely open lower, and then there's a notable rally increasing with momentum moving forward into the 26th, where we have 3 crisscrosses back and forth through the same price level and another high at the end of the day. In this positioning, this room could indicate a chance of being misled, so be very careful here. On the 27th, we have sideways rotation, a big move higher, and then more sideways rotation. And then the abundance card on the 28th, near these highs, probably indicates like a new high for the month. So this is probably the highest. This may very well be the highest. Let me see. Yeah, it's the highest high there. Sneak preview for July, we have a support level that we revisit that was recently a past opportunity within a period of volatility and a sharp drop that stands out in that period of volatility. The double X, also indicating that we most likely have a lowest low. When we look at the 1 year, we've got a lowest low significator, and guess what card it is? It's the Queen of Discs. That's what you call a cross-reading congruency, my friends. Yeah, so that's Tesla for June 2024. Let me know what you think by hitting that like button. As always, make sure to follow that rule of karma. You know where to go, and you know what to do. Blessings to all my angel investors. I'll see you guys on the next one. Stay tuned if you got the paid version.